Let's go next to our caller from the 401 area code. Who's calling today from 401?
Is this me?
It is you. The wind is louder than your voice, so we want to reverse that as much as possible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's a little better. Who's this?
This is John McKinney from Rhode Island.
Hey, John, what's going on today?
I don't know if you saw this, and I'm surprised you didn't report this. Did you see that video where Bill Maher said last year that he wants a recession so Donald Trump doesn't get reelected? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, those are not my approaches. Like, I don't. I think that yes, Donald Trump is doing immeasurable damage to the country, but hoping for a recession which could send people into financial distress, the likes of which it could be decades before they recover, if at all, in order to remove a president. I mean, I have a different view, which is we should be able to remove Trump for the things that have gone wrong. We shouldn't need a recession in order to justify doing it. I understand the idea, though, that empirically, if you have what's considered a good economy, very often the incumbent president does get reelected. So I sort of understand what he's getting at, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but I still think it's wrong just to root for a recession, just to get rid of Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, if
I
we're
get
hoping
it.
for things to happen that will get Trump removed, it's like I wish we had an electorate that actually had some sense of decency and understood the embarrassing reality of Trump as president. Like I don't have to wish for, if we're just wishing for things we can't actually control, I'd rather a smarter electorate that wouldn't elect this clown in the first place.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, yes, recessions genuinely are critical.
Oh boy, listen, I'm going to let
That's
you go. It's
why.
crazy. I hope you're not being dragged under by a rogue wave in the ocean or anything like that, but it's very loud. I know you're calling from Rhode Island. You might be literally standing in the ocean. So I'm going to let you go, and we will maybe hear back from you at some point.